What's up, guys? So we got some bad news for you today. It's all right, you know, it comes with the hobby. I came out to the monster pond today, and this is our tilapia cichlid. Now, mind you, they never get this big. Now, you usually see tilapia cichlids, you know, 12, 14 inches long. This guy is well over all them sizes. I'll actually go and I'll grab a tape measure, and we can get a full size on him. But he is probably a good 14 inches tall. And of course, he got his fins chewed on a little bit after he's been laying here, because that's what fish do. But there is nothing wrong with him. There's no bites on his sides. He was not attacked. But I do know this guy is very, very old. So I'm going to chalk this up as old age. And I think we did one hell of a job growing this guy out. And let's go grab a tape measure. All right, we are back. So, you know, you think of a tilapia cichlid, there goes one there, and that thing everyone thinks is massive. And then I pointed out our big boy. So, you know what, you think, what, this fish is probably 16, 18 inch, because that is unheard of. These things never get that big. Well, this was our boy here. I pulled him out of the water, and wait, what does that say? Wait, there goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God, 13, 14, 16, 18, 22. Keeps going. So he stops at about 23¼ inches long. This is an absolute unit of a tilapia cichlid. You know, I've seen these things in the canals down in Florida, and they do get pretty big down there, but this just goes to show you what your boys at Ohio Fish Rescue can do. All right, body, okay, he's probably about 11 inches tall if his fins are sticking straight up. So I was close on that one. I was a little bit shy, but he was longer on the length. So this is, we had a good run with this guy. But as you know, all fish do not live forever. I'm just glad we could give him such a wonderful life in this beautiful 58,000 gallon Aquascape ecosystem pond. But now, you know, the circle of life goes on. Now I get to have some room for some other fish to enjoy the monster pond. All right, I figured while we're out here, I haven't given you guys an update on the bass tank in a while. So we'll just go ahead and check in with these guys. We got two of my big monos are just getting absolutely massive. The Temensis is still growing. Azul's doing good back there. There's another, he might be a hybrid or a mono as well. He's a little bit smaller. But they're all getting along. There's some plecos hiding in the caves. Tank really never gives me any trouble, but these two bass definitely own the tank when food goes in. They're the first one on it, and if they don't get theirs first, then nobody can have food. You can see that big knot on his head. So this would be a male. Big, beefy peacock bass. We still have this 1,000-gallon tank over here. I haven't really done nothing with it because it's going to take a lot to plumb this in to run everything to where I want it. So I just want to get a plan of action first. And this is not, you know, a priority right now. So we're going to set that up in the near future, but after we get a few other things done. I told you guys I was going to try and liven some tanks up. Well, we had this cool ship feature, and I felt like the ABBA would be a good fit for it. Wouldn't really knock it over or move it around. But I went ahead and put some plants into, you know, the railings of the ship that is coming out from the center of the ship. So it gives it a natural vibe with live plants. We got some driftwood in the corner, and then this lace plant right here in the center covering up the sponge filter that's in there. The front of the ship kind of covers up the intake a little bit, but not quite. But the top of the ship kind of comes up and almost to the top of this 110-gallon. I think it makes this tank look a lot cooler. And now our ABBA knife, instead of hiding this corner, he now hides, oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's right behind there. He was just sticking his head out right there, so I can always just stick food in and feed him no problem. So I might have to move these away from the wall a little bit so I can get food back there and feed them, or hopefully he'll just come out and go right after the food. But as you can see, there goes the abba knife right there. We'll see how we end up liking this, but I think it looks pretty cool for right now. All right, so I moved things around a little bit in here so we can actually have the abba out and being seen, in hopes that he'll hide somewhere that you can actually see him. The old way, he was hiding behind the sponge and he was not being able to be seen. As you can see, he's got a big old belly on him. He is eating great, so he should grow pretty quick. Now I did just stir up the gravel again a little bit, so water's not as pristine and clear as it should, but give it a few minutes, it'll be right back to clear. We also did a few more things. Over here, we took all the tiles out of the Stingray tank because we tried the 4-inch tiles, they did not work. We figured 6-inch tiles would work like the 12-inch. Well, lo and behold, it did not work. So we went ahead and took them back out, and we will be doing 1-foot tiles, just like the 1,000-gallon over here, never had a problem once, and the 2,200 over there. I don't know what it is, maybe just the surface area that it has to, you know, law of cohesion, you know, suck down to the bottom of the tank. 6x6 might not be enough for as much lift as these Stingrays have, but a 12x12 tile is fine. But nonetheless, they are out. I will be putting another tile bottom in here, but using the 1-foot squares. Just so happened we had the 6 inches on hand, so we only had to buy a few to finish off the set, but it did not work out for us, so that is fine. We got a few more things that we did. Oh, my dad just put out the video of the barramundi in here. Well, he has now taken over as king of the branches, and you can see he has a little nip on his side. Nothing to be alarmed about, but he seems to be doing great in here. He got some of his color back, and he should get more as he gets less and less stress, so we shall see. But everyone seems to be doing great. But I have some more stuff over here. I have been working on this 750-gallon, trying to get it to where it looks a bit better in there. I keep getting more decorations in, and I keep adding to it. We had this spare ship over here, so I went ahead and threw that in there just to see if we like it in this tank, if the fish are gonna bully it around, because it is pretty heavy. It's like 3 foot long. So it is pretty heavy. The fish shouldn't be able to knock it around too much, but if it happens, we'll end up taking it out. I want to finish this look of the rocks around the whole centerpiece here. I've got a plastic plant on this side, but my thoughts on it, I want to take some longer, maybe triangle-shaped rocks and basically put them up the overflow on at least 3, possibly all 4 sides, and then encase it with rock in the bottom, so it kind of looks like a stone pillar of some sort. Put the rocks in a natural formation to where it looks a little natural for these guys. I just want to, you know, get these guys a little happier in their tank, give them all a little area that they can call home, and have it a little easier on the eye, because just a barren tank for fish that we're keeping was bad. It looked great with all them plants and whatnot before, but like I said, I took them out, and you guys can actually see up here, there's a lot of the old, beaten, tattered, you know, plastic plants. Something that used to be full is now just next to nothing. So slowly but surely this tank will come together. And let's end on a bit of good news. Down here, you know, I have my Hopleus amara, or the black wolffish. This guy's probably about 11 inches long, and I had the hardest time breaking him off of live. You guys have probably seen my shorts and reels, and this guy attacks anything I put into the tank, which is pretty awesome, but that means he attacks any fish we put in there, meaning he doesn't attack non-live food. So I've been working with him for probably now about 2 months, and I finally, today is the first day I got him to eat a piece of shrimp and keep it down. So our boy is officially off of live food. That was the last one here. I was probably feeding them once every 2 weeks just to, you know, have enough nutrition in them to keep on going. But now that he is off of live, I can start feeding him daily and see how fast this boy grows. Pretty awesome, pretty sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed all the updates. Oh, I don't even think I showed this, but I moved the decorations up here, and now the Abba found his home inside this piece of the ship. So pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed all the updates. I will catch you in the next video. As always, stay fishy, my friends.